Good evening, folks. This video is to answer a bunch of Numonic7's questions and to help him decide if silver is the right investment for him, and to also provide you with a little bit more information. Now, Numonic7 has given me, asked me a lot of questions over the last little while. He's private messaged me a lot, sent me a long messages, and over 10 messages I've received. And it's getting kind of annoying because I'm doing my best to explain it, and he's disagreeing, and that's fine. You know what? If you disagree, you disagree. But I can't seem to get across to him that when the system ends, either way, whether it's a hyperinflationary collapse or deflationary collapse, it means the dollar's done. I mean, how could you not see that? And I don't understand, but whatever. I'm going to try to explain it again to you guys. Now, I explained to him that, hey, the dollar is created out of debt. So what makes the bond good is what makes the dollar good. You see, if you're on an island and I say, okay, well, I'm going to create some money out of nothing, and you go and you can spend it on whatever you want, to build whatever you want, but you owe me more money than actually exists, right? I mean, but wait a minute, what gives the money power? The fact that you have to give it back to me. That's what gives it its power. So you have to produce something to get the money back to give it to the bank. That's what gives it its power. Now, he's just not comprehending that. And I'm like, okay, well, I tried to explain it another way. Well, it's central bank is like the sun, right? I'm explaining it in an analogy, basically, that it's like the sun, and it provides heat, which is the dollars. And there's two ways that at the end of its life cycle it can end. There's one, it can explode and provide you with a whole lot of heat, and we got it. Or it can turn into a black hole and provide you with no heat. Either way, you're dead. Right? Right? Do you understand that concept? Another question he asked is, okay, how's it all going to end, right? How could it, and obviously I don't know whether it's going to be a supernova or a black hole. I most likely think it's going to explode, and you're going to get a lot of dollars, but it could go the other way, of course, right? Now, the answer to this question is, I can only guess, and this is my guess. Basically, I think they're going to devalue the dollar, and it's like, okay, well, how are they going to do that? Well, what is the dollar measured against? Other currencies. So how would you devalue the dollar against other currencies? Well, you give them a bunch of dollars for something, right? And what do they have? Treasury and debt. So you buy the debts, the treasury notes, and any other debts that they have, and like Freddie and Fannie debt, and then tell them to say good luck with that, right? Now, because everyone has the mentality that they need a rate of return, and they can't just hold the dollars, those owners, those central banks, will try to get rid of those dollars into their economy. And the only way they can do that is maybe buy up their currency. They can't do too much of that, or else then there'd be deflation in their area. So there's not much they can do except buy real stuff from Americans, from other countries that are willing to accept more dollars. And what's going to happen, of course, is that eventually those dollars are going to make their way back to the United States, and that's how it's going to get devalued. Will it actually happen that way? I don't know. Okay? I don't know. Another question was, well, what would happen if it goes the other direction? Will the banks start loaning money? Well, if somebody doesn't have any debts, they're not paying their debts, and they stop paying their debts, and they have no more debts, right? Aren't they a good candidate to loan money to? I mean, that's the way it works, right? I mean, after a few years, right, after you've defaulted on your debt or gone bankrupt, you can get loans from the credit card companies right after those 2 years of bankruptcy. So that's the way the monetary system works, and so the banks are going to take advantage of that. Now you're like, okay, well, people don't have any money. Well, the most people who have government jobs are the ones who are actually defaulting. So, and they are pretty much guaranteed their cash. So they'll be able to lend to those people, and to anyone that latches on to the government because they realize, hey, you know what, this is the only place to make money in the United States, and that is true. So don't worry about the banks running out of people to loan to. They will find people to loan it to in a deflationary collapse of the system. Finally, in closing, Numonic7's objective is to make more money, and I think he should sell his silver and get into some sort of investment, because silver is not about making more money, it's about preserving your wealth. I'm not interested in making more money. I make more money from my goddamn job, okay? I produce something, and I produce more every year to make more money, okay? Now, with that goddamn money, I want to save it and preserve it. Got it, Numonic7?
And cut.
Here you go.
You're joking, right? What's this?
Your payment.
I don't think so. This is what I'm looking for.